The Magic Thief, Chapter 14. After the meeting with the Magisters, Nevery and I walked home to Heart's Ease through the tunnels. I kept quiet, having a lot to think about. 30 days should be long enough to find a Locus Magicalicus, shouldn't it? And what about Petavox? He was a Magister. What was he doing working with Crow? Well, boy, Nevery said, striding along, you have provoked my curiosity. I wonder how you survived the twilight. I have quick hands, I said, and I was lucky. Humph, Nevery said, pausing to open a tunnel gate. Maybe so, but that's not all of it. Luck and thievery didn't raise you from a baby. Who did? Oh, my mother, I said. We reached the gate leading to Heart's Ease. Nevery opened it and went through, and I followed him up the steps to the courtyard. I stopped at the tree and looked west. In the branches above our heads, the blackbirds stirred, like leaves in a breeze. The sun had just gone down, and in the distance the sky over the twilight was stained with yellowish streaks. A few dim lights shone, like stars through clouds. Nevery tapped his cane against the cobblestones. Well, boy, tell me about her. And he called me nosy. Her name was Black Maggie, I said. She had black hair and black eyes, and she taught me how to pick locks. Maggie had taught me how to calm my breath and make my fingers still and quick, no shaking, and she taught me how to lift a purse string from a pocket with a feather's touch. She's dead? I nodded. Killed dead. Crow had done it. Not himself. He paid minions to do it, to break Maggie's legs so she couldn't walk, and then, after a while, she had died. I wasn't going to mention Crow to Nevery, though, because I didn't want Nevery putting me and Crow together in the same thought. How long ago? Nevery asked. The wind gusted. I hunched into my couch, shivering. It was the same summer we had all the rain, and the river flooded and all the docks were washed away, remember? No, Nevery said. He started to cross the courtyard to the house, whose warm windows were looking out at us. I've been banished from Wilmette for 20 years, boy. But there was an exceptionally wet summer about 7 years ago in all of the peninsular duchies. Does that seem about right? I thought about it. 7 years ago. And I'd been old enough to take care of myself when Maggie had been killed, when she had died. I nodded. But I didn't want to talk any more about my mother. Nevery, I asked. What? He said over his shoulder. I ran a few steps to catch up. I've seen Petavox before. Have you? Where? At the Underlord's. We reached the door to the storeroom, and Nevery stood on the step looking down at me. Explain yourself. I had a look round while you were talking to the Underlord, I said. Your cursed nosiness will get you into trouble, boy, if you're not careful, Nevery said. Probably. I think Petavox is working for the Underlord, I said. Nevery scowled. And Petavox happens to be the magister most set against you becoming my apprentice. That's not it, Nevery, I said. Nevery turned away, crossed the dark storeroom, and headed up the narrow stairs. Listen, boy, he said, removing his broad-brimmed hat. I suspect Petavox of many things, but not of colluding with the Underlord. He is a magister. It is not in his interest. If you did, in fact, see Petavox there, which I doubt, it was because he was consulting with the Underlord about the decay of magic in Wilmette. He is as concerned with the loss of magic as any of the magisters are. Now, do not speak of this again. All right. I wouldn't.